Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode today of the My Player Career Mode. If you missed yesterday's episode, I recommend you guys go back and watch it. Ben picked up Player of the Month in that episode. So again, massive thank you to all of you guys who left likes and comments on these videos. I really do appreciate it. Like, honestly, so great to see. I think every episode in the recent weeks have had over 100 likes, which is just mental. Absolutely mental. I don't ask for likes because I never know what number to ask for. So it's like, I just let you guys do your thing, and you guys are absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for all of the support, as always, guys. Really appreciate it. So, getting into today's episode, we have 4 games to come today. Now, there is a couple of games, I think, that are there's one game in the Champions League, and then I'm not sure if one of the other ones are, like, in the Cup. So, I don't know what the kind of schedule of fixtures are going to be like, but in terms of Real Madrid's position right now, they are sat 3rd in the division. If there is something that you guys have left in the previous episodes asking me to change my haircut or Ben's haircut, asking me to show you the league table or anything like that, I apologize. I'd already recorded these before I uploaded yesterday's video. So I've got 2 videos saved up, or I guess footage saved up of the My Player Career Mode after I recorded and obviously uploaded episode 38. So I didn't get to look at the league table or everything like that. So that will be in episode number 41 for you all. So we'll check all that good stuff out then. But for now, let's get started with today's episode. And the first game comes courtesy of Girona, and 26 minutes into it, Ben, who may I add is still searching for his first Real Madrid goal, finally got off the mark for Los Blancos. Now, I looked at this goal and I was like, you know what, once again, Ben, when he's dribbling with the ball at his feet, it's a defender's nightmare. You do not want to see him running at you with the ball at his feet. Otherwise, you know full well that a chance is coming unless you make a tackle. And nobody does there. They didn't want to bring him down in the area. And he ends up just going straight through and finishing it off with the left foot. So that is Ben's now, I think, his first goal in Real Madrid colours. So full credit to him. Congratulations to him as well. He's now off the mark for Los Blancos. Now, the one thing to note as well is, in last episode, of course, if you take it back, Zidane actually did attack Ben before he picked up the Player of the Month award. Now, if you take a look at what he did, he ran all the way over to celebrate with his manager after scoring that goal. So maybe there's some common ground there. Maybe they're trying to, patch things back up after the comments are made from Zidane. Or maybe Ben just really respects him as a player and realises that, hang on a minute, whatever Zidane is saying, it's probably going to be right. He spent a lot of years at the top level, Zidane, and I'm sure in terms of an idol, Ben is certainly looking up to him right now. And 42 minutes in, great work from Ben again, gets in behind and really should have made the score 2-0. He's got to at least work the goalkeeper there. He tried to find that bottom corner after a great turn on the edge of the area, but sadly he couldn't quite squeeze it in between the posts and in that bottom corner and nestle it there. So it is still 1-0 though, and Real Madrid very much on top in this game here. So it's looking likely that maybe out of the 2 sides, Madrid are the more likely to grab the second in the game. So as you can see, as the keeper gets the game back underway, it took right until the 90th minute and nothing else happened in this game. So luckily for Madrid, Ben did get his first goal for them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have picked up the 3 points from the first game of the episode. So again, what I've noticed as well about this Madrid side is that they are quite good at getting these 1-0 victories. So I'm assuming that this season might be a season where there's not many goals scored, but not many goals conceded either. So if that is going to be the case, Madrid might win it based on 1-0, 2-0 wins here and there. So we'll see if that's going to be the common theme. And Ben was picked for some friendlies, but he was told by his management here at Real Madrid not to play in these friendlies because they had some important games coming up. They had the game against Villarreal followed up by the game against Milan. So he was told not to play these 2 friendlies here, and they got in touch with the English FA and asked for Ben to be, training with England, but not to be played unless completely necessary for both of those games. So it did give the chance, I guess, for some of the other players to showcase their talent for England in those friendlies. But of course, for Ben, he had to consider it, and I'm sure Real Madrid, paying the money they did, having this situation now, they just want to avoid injury to him, basically. So it makes sense as to why they got in touch, and I suppose it is still being able to play because they did say that if completely necessary, he can, but they would advise with England to hopefully not play him in the games unless completely necessary. So I understand that, and they don't want him to get injured at the end of the day. And as we're going into game number 2 here, guys, Villarreal, the opponents, again, it's a midfield 3 with Wood, Casemiro, and I think Llorente in the other spot as well. So as I spoke yesterday about the fact that we're playing with 2 CDMs and allowing Ben to push up and do his business up in the final third, which is what he's so good at doing, You know, I suppose it's a good kind of team to have. And remember, guys, I guess the latest kind of thing that Ben's got to work on is the fact of finishing, because he's been in a couple of positions recently where he's got to, in my opinion, score, and he's let them down a little bit. Somebody who doesn't, though, is that man on your screen, Gareth Bale. What a strike with the right foot that is, because 20 minutes into this one, the number 11 had given Madrid the lead. Now, this came fairly luckily, because if you look back, Ben does try and play a through ball, I think, to Aguero, which then gets deflected through to Gareth Bale. But he has so much work to do here when the ball finds him. Oh no, it actually comes off Aguero to Bale. And it just is so clinical and so good from Gareth Bale. Right-footed strike. It rises right into that top corner. It's just world class. It really is world class. And that's something that you hopefully are going to see more of in this series now that Ben is playing at Real Madrid. Truly sensational strike, Gareth Bale. Full credit to him. And 20 minutes into it, Madrid had a great start. They were up 1-0 in the game. So, again, looking like they might pick up another 3 points in this one if they can hold out here, which it seems to be good at doing, Madrid. But Ben here stealing the ball on the 47th minute as the second half began, driving straight through the heart of that defence because they opened up so easily. And for some reason, he went with the right foot. I don't know why. I mean, unless he saw Gareth Bale and was like, here, Bale, I know I'm left-footed too, but anything you can do, I can do better. But I have no idea why you go right-footed there, because truly he should have just hit that on the left. And then he should score again here, 77 minutes in. Great work from Aguero, squaring it to him. And on the right foot again, it's another good stop, this time from the goalkeeper. I mean, as I said, we need to improve his finishing. He definitely does, because he's getting in these positions now, and Real Madrid are going to be a lot less nice when you're missing these chances, just to let you know, Ben. So you better start finishing these ones off. As 79 minutes in, a great 1-2 with Casemiro. Gets him into this position here, and after that, it was such a simple task. Just laying it across to Sergio Aguero, and he makes no mistake with his finish. Whereas, of course, the replica of that was Aguero laying it to Ben, who hit it straight at the goalkeeper. So on this occasion, it's the other way around, and this occasion as well, it ends up in the back of the net. 10 minutes from time. Great work from Ben, though. Nice 1-2 on the edge of the area. Casemiro goes straight through there, you can see. Gets past that defender. And then, as I said, he's just got the vision and the ability to just play a simple pass across the face of goal. And there was Aguero to benefit from it. So, 2-0 Madrid with 10 minutes left. And the 3 points at this stage I felt were pretty secure. I mean, yeah, they don't really give up too many chances, Madrid. They are quite good defensively. It's only when it's 0-0 in a game and they might get caught on the break, and that's kind of the issue with Madrid. But ultimately, defensively, they're pretty damn sound. So, again, 2-0 up in the game, you'd expect them to win from this situation. And that was the way the game ended as well. You can see they kept it between the Real Madrid to the 90th minute, and the referee blew for full time. And there it was, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-0 win. 3 points again for Madrid. 6 out of 6 so far for the episode as well. Can't really ask for a better performance than those ones, can you? So, Ben with the winner in the first game, and he gets an assist on the second one in this one as well. So, I have to admit, though, the goal of the game definitely goes to Gareth Bale. What a strike it was. Honestly, that is just, I mean, I've seen some good goals in this series so far, and that is certainly up there as well. So, moving out of that one, we are going to go into the Champions League here. And if you remember in yesterday's episode, Ben made his Champions League debut, but the issue was he ended up making his debut, and they lost. Real Madrid lost 1-0 against Celtic over in Scotland. So, if you missed that, then, you know, you're coming into this one thinking, hang on a minute, if they're losing against Celtic, maybe, just maybe, Milan have what it takes to take down Real Madrid at home. But, of course, the goal at Celtic did come in the 90th minute. And there was question marks about when the time added was, you know, kind of on. So, I suppose it was a little bit unlucky. But this one here, Real Madrid, I feel, need to get back to winning ways. They have to perform against Milan. There's no real opportunity here at home. You've got to win this game, Madrid. Otherwise, you really are putting your Champions League group stage contention in real, you know, kind of debt, I guess, and deficit. So that is the team that they did, in fact, have Madrid for this one. In terms of Milan's, it's a decent side, but I feel like it should still be a side that they could beat Madrid here. I think that was Achira Vidal as well at centre defensive mid for Milan. So great work getting him into the side, and it was Milan who took the lead inside 33 minutes. Mistake at the back, and Suso basically goes straight through and slots home to make the score 1-0. So at that, I was a little bit frustrated. I saw this Madrid side and they didn't really get into the game in the early parts of it. And yeah, so 34 minutes in, Madrid 1-0 down to Milan. As I said, it's putting your contention for the next round of the Champions League in real hot, like, kind of disappointment. I mean, as Ben picks up the ball, though, 35 minutes in, goes through, and makes the score 1-1, you're thinking, what? What has just happened? Within the space of 3 minutes, a game that had absolutely nothing going on for the first 30 has had 2 goals in 6 minutes, and Ben is on the score sheet as well, even though he's missed quite a few opportunities recently. So, Champions League, 1-1, Real Madrid won, Milan won. I mean, yeah, pretty much from absolutely nowhere, the game actually started to get good. And 67 minutes in, we're in the second half now. Ben on the ball, finding it back to Casemiro. Casemiro to Ronaldo. Ronaldo inside. Lovely little play from Real Madrid. Eventually, the ball finds its way to Ben, who makes a great turn on the edge of the area, stopping the ball dead before turning inside and unleashing a lovely left-footed strike into the bottom corner. Remember, in the first game of the episode earlier on today, he got one of those wrong. He hit it wide of the post, and he didn't find that bottom corner. This time, it's a kind of a replica, but he makes no mistake with this finish. And 20 minutes from time, Madrid have the lead. It's 2 goals from Ben. He really did step up in this game. He took the game by the scruff of the neck and said, hang on a minute, there is no way we are losing this one. I'm making sure of that. And that is a great finish with the left foot as well. So, for Milan, it was a little bit of a disappointment because they've only given away 2 chances and Madrid have scored them both. So I suppose when you're playing at the highest level, that's all you need is 1 chance and the ball will end up in the back of the net if you're not careful. So Ben, it's 2 in the Champions League and they've both come in the same game for him. So great play from Ben. And we had 14 minutes to go and it was again Ben on the ball making some chances happen. Finds Sidibe on this left-hand side, gets it back from him as well. And this is just sheer quality. Great turn of the defender. But then that, would you say, is that the best goal of the episode so far? I mean, Gareth Bale's is up there, but pretty much, like, that is just, wow. I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. I mean, the initial take around the defender, you can see, he does the defender with a skill move here, great little body feint back inside, and then the left-footed strike is just a rocket. It's an absolute rocket into the top corner, and no goalkeeper in the world is going to get near that. When he's in this kind of form, Ben, he is truly brilliant, and that is the pick of the bunch on the day. Ronaldo making his way off the pitch, but Ben with a hat-trick in this one, and it looks like Madrid might be heading for a victory in the Champions League. After 3 games, they'll be sat on 6 points. Another look at their goal there for you, but again, man, what a strike, what a performance. He's taken the match ball home. It's only his 2nd hat-trick in his professional career as well, I think. He had 1 at England level, of course, and he's had 1 now at Real Madrid. Now, I don't know if he had 1 at Spurs. Did he have 1 at Spurs? He might have had 1 at Spurs. If so, I apologise. But the 2 that spring to mind now are the Real Madrid one there against Milan, who are not an easy team to play against, and then, of course, the one against Sweden for England. So, great performance, a 10 match rating. You have to say he was the match winner on the day as well, and that's what you need from your big players. You need them to step up and perform like that. Good play from Ben. Great for Madrid to get the win as well. If we take a look at the Celtic result, Mönchengladbach did, in fact, beat them by 3 goals to 1, which, honestly, that just puts the group in even more, like, kind of closeness, because I think everybody is within points of each other now. So as this, we're halfway in, I can't really call who is going to make this through the group. I mean, it's so close, and you would have been betting probably on Mönchengladbach, on Milan, or Real Madrid, maybe even Celtic if you're kind of a hopeful betting man. But in all truthness, like, I don't know who's going to get out of this group because it's so close after 3 games. But we're going into the final game of today's episode, guys, and it will feature Las Palmas. And, of course, if you watched me last year on FIFA 17, we did have a series going with Las Palmas, so I know a little bit about the players here. But 17 minutes into the game, Ben giving the ball backwards here, eventually receives it back. Nice, actually, through ball. Great work from him, though, to get in behind, and this should be 1-0. Gareth Bale really should score. It was great work again, good skill from Ben. And why is he taking a touch there? I mean, the ball was kind of fizzed into him, so I kind of understand that. But in all seriousness, all he has to do is breathe on that and probably, send it goalwards. It's going in pretty much, but it wasn't to be. And then in the 64th minute, Lemos gets a yellow card for fouling Ben. And I was kind of surprised to see, well, not surprised, but I was kind of wondering who was going to take the free kick. Because, they've got Ronaldo, they've got Bale, maybe even Ben in the future will be taking a couple of free kicks here and there. But in the end, it is actually going to be Gareth Bale. And one thing I want to mention as well regarding the squad number, of course, I made the decision that because Ben joined quite late into the start of the season, I didn't feel it was fair to take away any shirt numbers from anybody. And the ones that you guys suggested regarding 17, 23, 8, all these kind of numbers, 11, they're all taken at the moment. So until next season, if Ben remains a Real Madrid player, he has to remain with number 26, which isn't terrible. What is terrible, though, is the fact that 90 minutes in, Las Palmas did a Celtic because they scored to make the score 1-0 after Madrid spent the majority of the game on top, and yet they are now going to go away with 0 points from the game. Benito scoring, and as you can see, the game got back underway. Ben on the ball, finds the pass out wide, and that was the end of the game. So the referee brought it to a close. Madrid end up with a defeat. Ben disappointed, even though a great performance against Milan just before this game here was the pick of the highlights, but then this happened. So disappointing way to end the episode off, though, guys. It is what it is. It's a defeat for Real Madrid. I'm sure they will bounce back in the next one. Thank you so much for all of your support on this series, guys. Keep this going. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, a like would greatly appreciate it as well. I try my best to reply to your comments, but please, guys, if I don't like them, I still have seen them. So, yeah, and that is that. But other than that, guys, I will see you all again at 4 p.m. UK time tomorrow for yet another video. If you haven't already, click the bell. You never miss an upload. It gives you notifications whenever I upload a video, which is normally at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock if I'm doing 4 o'clock, the regular one, though, guys. So see you all again at 4 tomorrow, guys. Adios.